Hey everybody, the year's 1992. My dad, who was 42, was diagnosed with cancer, with a brain tumour. And I was 18 at the time. And within 8 months, he was gone. And so that stirred me onto this journey of health and wellness, more so when I had my children a few years later. So maybe about 9 years later. So I jumped onto this bandwagon of health. For me, that left an impression. He was very young. And the interesting thing is, too, his two sisters died of the exact same cancer, non-Hodgkin's lymphoma. So I did a lot of things. I did a lot of research, and cut the long story short, 2 years ago, I came across something that has had a profound effect on my life. I learnt the power of fruits and vegetables. And, we know that fruits and vegetables have the power to heal, have the power to nourish our bodies. And we know when our bodies are nourished, we have this alkaline body, and disease cannot exist in an alkaline body. So I live in New Zealand. I'm a mama of 5. I'm a homeschooling mum, and very particular about what I put into my children's bodies. So I'm sharing something with you tonight. We're going to be hearing some stories, and we are talking about containers. I'm going to show you containers, but I'm actually going to show you these beautiful little things here. These are the capsules that we're looking at now. There's a few things I'm going to be talking about, but these are to start. These are part of our program, our JBT program. Now, in these little capsules, we have almost 30 varieties of fruits, vegetables, and berries. Okay? I can't put them all in one hand, but we've got fruits, berries, and vegetables. And there are close to 30. They've been picked at peak ripeness. The sugar's been removed in a way. The moisture's been removed. Then it's dried at a very low temperature to protect the nutrients. So the powder is then encapsulated. Okay, and the beauty I love about this is that the peel is pulped and juiced as well. Not just, I think I might turn off my messenger. Sorry, guys. I know you can hear that. I'm going to turn this off. Hopefully you won't hear all these messages. I get so many messages. So I came across these 2 years ago, and my husband jumped on them. I actually didn't want him to jump on them because his diet was not very good. It was shocking, actually, to be honest. Takeaways, he was a sugar addict. Within 2-3 weeks of taking the fruit and vegetable whole food capsules, he started to lose desire for the normal food that he would eat. And then when he did have it, we went for a trip to Melbourne, he had some M&Ms and some donuts, he actually got sick. That's when I remembered in all my studies and research, because I actually became a certified raw food coach, that like attracts like. What you flood your body with, you crave more of. And because he was flooding his body with fruits and vegetables and berries, whole food goodness, his body was starting to reject the sugar. So these have been a lifesaver because I was very concerned about my husband's health. My children's skin cleared up. My skin cleared up. I actually lost a few moles in the process, which is very interesting. And my teenagers' pimples. My son had very bad eczema on his arms, and I have pictures, before and after pictures of that. And within 3 to 4 months, that disappeared, and he just had this dry skin there. It was like really scabby. So we also have here the omegas, okay? And these are plant-based. They don't come from the fish, okay? It comes straight from the source, from the plants. So what we've found here is that because they're whole food, they don't come out in your wee like supplements do, okay? Because the body recognizes it. We know what an apple is. Our body knows what a pomegranate is. Our body knows what broccoli is. and all these beautiful fruits and vegetables. And I love the safety of this. It's safe for pregnancy, for breastfeeding, and for children. So much so that we also have chews for our children. They're the same as our fruit and veg, but they're in a chewable form, and they come free with every adult order of our products. So that ticked a massive box for me, being whole food. I'm not really keen on supplements, the synthetic vitamins. And so I know for myself and my family, we don't eat 9 to 12 serves of fruits and vegetables daily. But I know with these, they bridge the gap. So my 4 children, because I have an adult child who will be sharing today, are part of a worldwide children's health study where they get the product for free. And we've found that when children get more fruits and vegetables from our chews, that they have improved concentration, they sleep better, they poop better, they have improved dental health, and they have, like I said, their skin conditions are clearing. So what we also have noticed is, there's a lot of inflammation that has been taken care of with these fruits and vegetables, and you're going to hear some stories tonight. So what I wanted to also share, we also have our powders. They are whole food powders, and I'll be honest, I don't have any because they go super fast in my house, but we're getting some very soon. We also have our JBT, which stands for Juicy Body Transformation and Shred program, which has almost 25,000 members in it. Now, for our customers, they go in on this program. If you choose to do a program, you don't have to. I'll be honest, I'm not a program person. But we've found that when people jump in on our 8-week shred, if weight loss is the key, is the objective, then our participants lose an average of 7 kilos each, average. So that's really exciting for some people who want to lose the extra pounds. But more than that, we've got recipe books, we've got guides, we've got workouts, we've got shopping lists, and there's a rule in this group. It's just to eat real food. And that's what's missing in the world. We're not eating real food. We're not eating how our grandparents ate. Now, I'm going to leave it there. I want to hear the stories from our beautiful people here. We've got quite a few people here, and I am going to start with, who were we starting with? I think we were going to be starting with Andrea. And Andrea will be followed by a few other beautiful women who are sharing. So, Andrea, I'm going to spotlight and unmute you.
Hi, for those of you who don't know me, I'm Andrea. Just wanted to tell you a little bit about myself. I've had endometriosis and polycystic ovaries for the last 18 years of my life. And when I started taking these products, within the month, I got my period unexpectedly. So before that, I was suffering with period pains really bad. About 3 weeks of the month was me suffering in pain, as if someone had put their hands up my uterus and was pulling everything out in one shot. So I knew my period had come unexpectedly, and that was the start of something amazing. I haven't suffered from it for the last 2 years, so pain-free, amazing. Also, I wasn't sleeping and I wasn't having any energy at all. I was suffering from sleep apnea, I think it's called. And within the first week of being on the program, I was able to sleep right throughout the night. So once again, 2 years on, and it's amazing how much the body can heal from within. My son wasn't sleeping either. Now he sleeps. We don't go to the doctors anymore, which is fantastic. We used to go all the time for antibiotics because we were sick with the flu or a cold, and it would just knock us out for 3 weeks or 2 weeks, and now it's amazing. So I just want to share my story with you, that I look forward to the future and the amazing things that lie ahead for me and my family. I'll pass the time over now to Linda.
Hi. Hi, everybody. I'm Linda, and I'm coming to you from Melbourne. Just quickly, a bit about me. I am the mother of 4 children, and I have 4 grandchildren and 4 step-grandchildren. So all my children are obviously grown up. One of my children was diagnosed with cerebral palsy. She has severe physical disability, so unable to do very much for herself at all physically, and was in a wheelchair by the time she was 2 years old. So I have spent 20 years of heavy lifting her in and out of bed, in and out of the bath, in and out of her wheelchair, on and off the floor, on and off the toilet, everywhere that she needed to go, in and out of the car, everywhere she needed to go, I had to lift her. And so that has obviously taken a toll on my body, because people who are, trained as heavy lifters, they get special training to do that. But as a mother, you don't. And so my body is now wrecked. I have osteoarthritis through my skeletal system, and particularly my lower back. And I have a chronic inflammation. So I used to get dreadful back pain. And 18 months ago, when I came across Juice Plus, I actually couldn't walk outside the house without a walking stick. And sometimes if I was going to the museum, for example, or the art gallery, which we love to do, I would need to get in the wheelchair so that I could enjoy the experience in the art gallery. And to me, it made sense to do that rather than not go. So I had walking sticks, I had chronic pain, I was not sleeping very well because of the pain, I had depression, I had anxiety. My future, I used to joke with my daughter that, I suppose, you think you're going to be caring for me now in my old age instead of me caring for you. And we'd laugh about that. But I was really only sort of half joking. That's the sort of future that I saw for myself. And the plans that my husband and I had made for travelling were looking rather bleak. And then 18 months ago, I was introduced to these Juice Plus products, and I started taking them. I mean, they were just fruit and vegetables and berries in a capsule. They were good for me. What harm could it do to try them? And I thought that maybe if they'd help me with my sleeping, that would be better, that I would be able to wake up, I would have more energy, I'd feel more motivated. And that certainly happened. What I didn't expect was the amount that they would impact on the osteoarthritis, the inflammation. Now, I certainly still have osteoarthritis and I have some inflammation, but the reduction in the inflammation has been amazing. I haven't used my walking stick for over a year now. So that was after about 6 months of taking the Juice Plus capsules. The inflammation had reduced that much that I didn't need to take my walking stick every time I left the house. And I couldn't walk 50 metres. Well, now I get on a treadmill regularly and I walk 20 and 30 minutes. A few weeks ago, I walked for an hour on the treadmill. So that was certainly an unexpected result from taking these capsules. I feel like I have a future again. Our travel plans are back off the back burner. They're on the go again, and we are enjoying our travelling. In fact, I'm interstate at the moment. I'm doing this from my mother's retirement village unit. So, it's just given me my future back. And that for me is just the best thing, because it means that the things that we have planned to do in our retirement, we will now be able to do, whereas I was thinking that I wouldn't be able to. So that's my very quick story. I'll hand it back to you, Hinarera.
Actually, we're going to hand it over to Galilee.
Okay, is my video on? Hang on. Oh, there we go. Okay. Oh, hi guys. Oh, my voice. I'm just getting over a sickness from the weekend. So I'm Galilee. I'm Henedda's daughter. I'm 18 years old, and growing up, we have been living off, green smoothies, muesli bowls, and then for a time, Mum was doing a 60-day raw food challenge. So we were always, eating raw food. We were eating pretty healthy. And then 2 years ago, she actually came across these capsules here because I've been double dosing just to get over the sickness, and they're helping. They're working. It's just my voice now. And yeah, 2 years ago she found these, and that's when I kind of realized that it did. They really made a difference to my health, and I guess getting that extra boost and extra 27 fruits and veggies into my diet really, really helped me. It cleared my skin, and as a teenager, I'm prone to breakouts. The occasional breakouts that you get even before your monthly, and also I had really bad eczema growing up, and within weeks from taking these, I noticed my skin just cleared. It would just clear. Even now, I might get a little breakouts there because that's life. But I don't get it as bad as what I used to when I wasn't taking these. And and even for a time, I actually wasn't taking these for a couple of weeks, and then my skin just flared back again. It was just like bam. But since taking these capsules, I've also my eating habits have changed, so I won't be in the junk food aisle at work because I work at a supermarket occasionally, like I'm casual, and I'm always trying to get fruits and veggies now. Yeah, but that's kind of my journey. And well, I'm doing the business, so I'm also helping other people take charge of their health, which is really, really fun. That's kind of where my future is going with this, because I'm glad I'm able to share this with other people and also help other people um, live a healthier lifestyle, and also make something of themselves, create an online presence, and also do something that they love based around this business. But that's where my future is heading for now. And I'll pass the time over to media.
Hi everyone, my name is Miria, and can you hear me out there? Anyway, in my teens, I used to have my period, my monthly, really heavy, and I couldn't get a job in my teens, and I'd have my period for 2 weeks in a month, really heavy. I couldn't even sit down. That's how bad it was. In my early 20s, I had my first child. And I guess because of losing so much blood, I was very anemic. And with my first child, I needed to have a blood transfusion, actually a few of them. And, I felt really terrible inside after having my baby, just having someone else's blood in me. But I know that it was to help me, help me with my health. From my first child to number 6 child, I ended up having more blood transfusions, and I was always on a drip after every child. And my husband said that I was yellow colour, and I guess, with not really looking after myself properly and rearing 6 children. Excuse me. After the 6th child, I had to have a hysterectomy, which was really great, but still very anemic. Then I got my thyroid removed because cancer runs in my dad's family. My dad also passed away at a very young age. He was 43 when he passed away. And so I knew that I needed to, I guess, get the help I needed to be able, to not get cancer. Because a cousin passed away when he was 20. And my uncles on my dad's side and aunties have also passed because of cancer. So a long story short, I was a friend of Hinereda's and I used to watch her Facebook page and all her posts. And, when I first saw them, I thought, okay then, this looks really interesting, but I couldn't make anything like this. I couldn't change my family's eating habits, but through the process of watching Hinereda's Facebook page, I was able to start on the Juice Plus capsules. And I tell you now, before I used to get really bad migraines, headaches. I even had an MRI scan, and they couldn't find anything. And once I got on the beans, my skin has never looked so good. I don't have headaches. I don't have migraines. I'm not fatigued. I'm a happier person. My skin is no longer yellow. My husband would tell me that. And, I'm also in the business of Juice Plus, and I love sharing it. I love sharing it, especially with people that I know that have health issues. I love to share it. And, I'm just really grateful for the beans. It's really changed my life, and it's given me confident. I'm confident to know that I'm giving my body the best that I can give it. And, just the more fruit and the more veggies that I have is just great for me. And my family, because we're a sporty family, my boys play a lot of sports. It wasn't that hard to change their eating habits. Just, lay off all the butter. Kiwis love the butter and the sweets. And, it's been an improvement to my whole family. So thank you, Hinereda. And I'll pass it on to, I'm not too sure, is it Hinereda?
Amanda.
Amanda. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Hi, everybody. For those that don't know me, my name is Mandy or Amanda, and I'm a mum of 10. I'm now living in New Zealand. My journey began about 5 years ago when I lost my right kidney to kidney stones. And at that point in time in my life, I was very, very ill. I was anemic. I was constantly getting urinary tract infections, and I was basically just had no energy at all. So trying to be a mum to my family and have the energy that I needed to look after them and to be a support for my husband was pretty well non-existent. So then 2 years ago, I too am a friend of H's, and I've been following her on Facebook for a while. I started to notice her posts about the juice beans, and knowing that she really looked after her family's health, I knew that I could trust her, and I thought, well, I could only give it a go. I needed to be able to improve my health so that I could be the person that I needed to be for my family. So I started taking the juice beans, and pretty much straight away my energy levels increased, which was awesome, because I went from having to have a nana nap at about 3 o'clock, which was when I usually had to go and pick the kids up from school, I could get through that period of time without needing a nap. And I also had my daughter on the juice beans as well, because she was constantly having migraines for 3 days every month, and she would be in bed for those 3 days due to the migraines. And after the first month of her being on the products, we noticed that she was no longer getting migraines, and now after 2 years she's still migraine free, which has been awesome. So I noticed a huge improvement in my health. I haven't had a urinary tract infection for at least 2 years. Like I said, I've got more energy, but I just feel really well. I feel like I haven't felt for a very long time. And to know that I'm helping my family bridge the gap between what we were eating and what we should be eating, because we know that we can't eat the recommended dosage of fruits and veggies in a day. Well, for me, it's quite expensive to do that. So to have the juice beans as an alternative to be able to bridge that gap has been amazing. And now I also have the opportunity to be able to share with other mums and other families a way of being able to improve their health also, which I'm really, really grateful for. So that's just my little story in a nutshell, and I'm going to hand back to H now. Thank you.
Awesome. Thanks for that, Mandy. Thanks for that, everybody. That was Child. Okay, so I just quickly wanted to go over with you. These are the stories. These are the stories that we love to share. They're real, they're raw. Some of them are raw, and that's just a few of the stories that we hear. Now, I've had some people ask about the shred. The shred, I'm going to quickly share my screen. The shred is an 8-week program where you actually have an opportunity, if you join our program, to win $2,500. The person with the most transformational results wins $2,500. So I'm going to quickly share, this is just out of the way, a little bit about what it is. So can you see my screen, guys? Yeah. Yes, great. So this was last year's shred. This was the winner, and we have 2 runner-ups here. So, you know, people are actually transforming their lives. I don't have his name or her name, but these are some of the members that have actually had some awesome results. And all it is, guys, it's just eating real food. That's what we love about this program. So the program is here. We have all sorts, actually. We've got, like I said, meal plans. We've got all these people share. We've got over almost 25,000 members in our group. And we help you along. You take measurements. That's actually starting. If you're watching this live, that's actually, there's a rolling start up until the 5th of August. So if you're watching a recording, then please reach out to the person who shared this with you. Thank you so much, everyone, for jumping on. There is a business attached to this, but we're not going to share that. If you are interested, please reach out to the person who shared this with you. We just wanted to share how important health is to us and our families. We're so grateful that you've all come on. If you have any questions, reach out to one of us, whoever shared this with you. If you have questions about the business and how you can help your friends and family, then please do the same. So thank you so much, everyone, for sharing, and we will see you next time. Goodbye, everybody.